The Sony FX3, whether it's the ergonomic design or the dual native ISO, which is personally my favorite, I feel like we've all heard about this camera. I have mine for about a year now and I love it. It's my go-to camera for my run and gun projects, for YouTube stuff, or if I just need to grab something quickly, I'm packing the FX3 hands down. When I travel, whether it's on a project or by myself, I always like to carry one camera and maybe a drone. The only thing with that is the FX3 is known to be a video camera. So what if I want to take a photo, you know? How good is the FX3 when it comes down to photography? I don't know if you guys ever had that question, but it's definitely something I was thinking about. I mean, it has the option on there, but that doesn't mean it's good, right? Well, there's no better way to find out than just to take a picture and, you know, go for it, right? Back in Atlanta, Georgia, on our way to Atlantic Station right now. There's an area I want to take some shots in, some nice windows, sun's out for right now. Hopefully we can get some reflection off of these windows and get a good shot as a key. I don't have a model, so what do if we don't have things? We work with what we got. It's like a thing we're going to keep beating into our heads on this channel, man. Before we get there, I do want to say shout out to all my subscribers, to everyone that stuck around through all the years. I haven't made a video in about 4 years. And in the comment section, I saw some of you all, you know, just kind of saying, hey, it's been a while, welcome back, whatever the case. So thank you, I really appreciate you guys. It doesn't go unnoticed. And if you haven't subscribed already, you know, come on, join the family, man. It's gonna be a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like, get comfortable, you know what I mean? We out here. So as we know, the FX3 is not promoted as a photography camera. However, on paper, it should hold up pretty well. Now granted, I wouldn't take photos and blow them up like on a billboard and maybe a poster or print it. But I think they'll be good for your Instagrams, maybe a web page or a blog site. Let's figure out how good this thing actually is. Let's get into it. Jeez. These weather conditions are not ideal. I think it's around 5 o'clock. It's supposed to be thunderstorming soon, so I should probably tuck my shirt in, yeah? Yeah, that's a good idea. Thinking maybe I should do some walking. Boom, cycle, boom. Hey, Mom, let me call you back. I'm actually trying to do something right now. Maybe glasses. Oh, maybe some like walking, some like, Literally traffic happening at this very moment. As you all know, I am no model, but I think we got a few. We got something to work with. I mean, some of these are pretty good. And these ones where I'm running in the background, I look crazy. But we're gonna make it work. A little Photoshop, a little Lightroom, and we should be good to go. So yeah, I think that wraps here. All right, back home, time for editing. We got our photos. I selected a few that I think were pretty cool. And already went ahead and edited them, save us some time. So let's go ahead and get into that and show you guys exactly how I did this. So jumping right into Adobe Photoshop 2023. Again, I went ahead and chose the photo, and this is the one that we went with, right? So I'll go ahead and just speed through this. This is overall a decent shot. I got some hair on my face, I need to fix that. Not in love with my hand, I can fix that as well. But I did love how my posture and my hand was in this photo. So what we're gonna do is take the upper body from this image and put it onto this one. How are we gonna do that? So I pretty much selected my upper body torso area here, created a new layer, and slapped it onto the photo that I initially liked. And it's not perfect, but this is how it came out. I definitely have to clean it up to make it look as realistic as possible, so you can't tell that I, you know, put two pictures together. So here we go. Let's go start with the window and the elbow, and also move the person walking by and a car from this image to another one. Making sure I don't have any hair blocking my face, I went ahead and removed that one lock that was coming down on my left side. I adjusted the sharpening, did some minor edits to the exposure, contrast, highlights, etc. And now I feel like we're halfway there. Got a pretty good exposed image. Some of those shots where I was running around back and forth and in circles. Now we're gonna edit that and make it all make sense. So here's a few images I pulled with me moving, walking, running. I made sure to shoot at a low enough shutter speed so I was able to capture that motion blur. I did a pretty quick crop, and this is how it came out. I wanted to make sure I feathered the edges so that it blend well, and I pretty much did the same thing for all 4 of the images. So after some minor tweaks of all the pictures of me in motion, I put them together, and this is what we're left with. So what do you guys think? FX3 Photography, I think it came out pretty good. We were pressed for time, you know, just working what we have, solo shoot. I'm not mad at it. Another reason why I made this video is for anybody that wants to get the FX3 but still wants to take photos as well. I just say about 4 years ago, you really couldn't get both without sacrificing one or the other. Obviously, there were a few cameras that executed well in both. But years ago, if I wanted to take photos, I would have grabbed something in the A7R series. Or if I wanted to get some great video, I would grab something in the A7S series. But I think in today's world, the way technology has evolved, you can definitely dabble in both, no problem. So not too long ago, me and a friend of mine went out for a photo shoot, and I packed the FX3 thinking it was the A7 III. So before the FX3, I would use the A7 III for all my photos, and I continue to do that just because that's what I was most comfortable with. On this specific day, I brought the FX3, and I was like, well, I'm not home, I don't feel like going back, let's just try it out. And shout out to Steph, we had a great time. We got some pretty good photos, and that's when I realized how powerful the FX3 can be for photography. So yeah, as always, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I will see you on the next one.